The alarm clock goes off, but I'm already awake. The anticipation of the day ahead has kept me restless through the night. It's not just any day, it's a day that brings me one step closer to my dream. Today is a big day. I look at myself in the mirror, adjusting my uniform, feeling the weight of responsibility and the thrill of the journey ahead. Each piece of the uniform symbolizes the commitment and passion I have for flying. Another day of flight training. As I walk towards the aircraft, the morning air is crisp, filled with the scent of aviation fuel and the promise of new experiences. My instructor greets me with a nod, a silent acknowledgement of the hard work and dedication that has brought me here. The excitement keeps me going. Every pre-flight check, every discussion about flight plans, every moment spent in the cockpit fuels my passion. The gleam in my eyes reflects the joy and anticipation of taking to the skies. It's what pushes me to learn and grow. The hours spent poring over flight manuals, taking meticulous notes in the classroom, and practicing on the flight simulator are all part of the journey. Each lesson learned, each skill mastered, brings me closer to my goal. Becoming a pilot is a dream I've had for as long as I can remember. The journey isn't easy. From the days of watching planes take off as a child to now, the dream has only grown stronger. Those old aviation posters on my wall are a constant reminder of the path I've chosen. It takes dedication and a lot of hard work. Late nights spent studying, endless hours in the simulator practicing maneuvers, and the meticulous pre-flight checks are all part of the process. Each step, no matter how challenging, is a step forward. There are long days of studying and the pressure of performing well in the air. The classroom sessions are intense, the check rides nerve-wracking, and the constant need to prove myself can be overwhelming. But it's all part of the journey. But the feeling of freedom, of soaring above the clouds, makes it all worthwhile. The moment the wheels leave the ground, all the stress and pressure fade away. The view from the cockpit, the endless horizon, and the feeling of being one with the sky are indescribable. It's a reminder of why I chose this path and why I'll continue to pursue it with all my heart. My morning routine is pretty simple. A quick breakfast and a strong cup of coffee are all I need to get going. Then it's off to the airfield. The early morning air is crisp and cool. It smells of aviation fuel and possibility. The airfield is already buzzing with activity. Mechanics are doing their pre-flight checks. Instructors are going over lesson plans. The energy is contagious. Every day feels like a new adventure. Each flight is a chance to learn and improve. Before I even step foot in a cockpit, there's ground school to tackle. Today's lesson is on navigation. We're learning about how to use charts, compasses, and radio navigation to find our way. It's challenging stuff, but my instructor explains it in a way that's easy to understand. He stresses the importance of staying focused and always being aware of our surroundings. It's a lot to take in, but I'm determined to master it. With ground school done, it's time for the main event flight training. I conduct my pre-flight inspection with meticulous care. Every latch, every gauge, every control surface is checked and double-checked. Today's flight will focus on landings, which are always a challenge. The wind is picking up, adding an extra layer of difficulty, but I'm ready to put my skills to the test. Section 5. Taking to the skies. The journey of flight begins long before the wheels leave the ground. It starts with the anticipation, the preparation, and the quiet moments of reflection as the sun rises over the airfield. With a final nod to my instructor, I start the engine. The hum of the engine is like a heartbeat, steady and reassuring. Every switch flipped, every dial checked is a step closer to the sky. The propeller whirs to life, and soon we're taxiing to the runway. The ground crew waves us on and the plane responds eagerly like a horse ready to gallop. The anticipation builds with each passing second. The feeling of the plane accelerating, lifting off the ground never gets old. The runway rushes beneath us, and then with a gentle pull, we are airborne. The earth falls away and the horizon expands. We climb into the clear blue sky. The climb is steady, the engines hum a constant companion. The sky opens up, vast and inviting, as we ascend higher and higher. The world shrinks beneath us, houses becoming like Lego blocks, cars like tiny ants. The landscape unfolds like a patchwork quilt, each piece a different shade of green and brown. Rivers snake through the terrain, glistening in the sunlight. The air is smooth, the view breathtaking. Mountains rise majestically in the distance, their peaks dusted with snow. Fields stretch out endlessly, dotted with clusters of trees. The beauty of the world from above is unparalleled. For a moment, all the stress and pressure melt away. Up here, the worries of the world seem distant and insignificant. It's a place of peace, where the mind can wander freely and the soul can find solace. It's just me, the plane, and the endless sky. The freedom of flight is intoxicating, a reminder of the boundless possibilities that life holds. Up here, anything seems possible, and the sky is truly the limit. Section 6. A bump in the air. Flying a small aircraft can be an exhilarating experience, especially when the skies are clear and the air is calm. The feeling of freedom and the breathtaking views from above are unmatched. But as any seasoned pilot will tell you, the skies can be unpredictable. The first few landings go smoothly. The aircraft glides down gracefully, touching the runway with a gentle thud. Each successful landing boosts my confidence, making me feel more in control and capable. But then, the wind picks up, creating turbulence on final approach. The once calm air now feels like a wild beast, challenging my every move. The plane starts to sway, and I can feel the tension building up inside me. Suddenly the plane is buffeted from side to side. The once smooth ride turns into a battle against the elements. The wind howls and the aircraft shudders, making it difficult to keep a steady course. I fight to maintain control, my heart pounding in my chest. Every muscle in my body is tense and my hands grip the yoke tightly. The adrenaline surges through me, sharpening my focus and heightening my senses. This is what they prepare you for in training. The countless hours spent in the flight simulator, practicing emergency procedures and handling unexpected situations, all come down to moments like these. Unexpected situations that test your skills and your nerve. It's one thing to read about turbulence and emergency landings in a textbook, but it's an entirely different experience when you're in the cockpit, facing it head-on. It's a crucial part of becoming a pilot. Learning to stay calm under pressure, making quick decisions, and trusting your training are all essential skills that every pilot must master. You need to be able to think clearly and act decisively under pressure. The ability to remain composed and focused, even when things don't go as planned, is what separates a good pilot from a great one. As I navigate through the turbulence, I remind myself of the importance of staying calm and relying on my training. Each challenge I face in the air is a stepping stone towards becoming a more skilled and confident pilot. The journey may be filled with bumps and unexpected turns, but it's these experiences that shape me into the pilot I aspire to be. Section 7. Navigating the unexpected. My instructor calmly talks me through the situation. Stay focused, he says. You've got this. He's right. I take a deep breath, adjust my approach, and bring the plane down for a safe, if slightly bumpy, landing. We taxi back to the hangar, my adrenaline still pumping. It wasn't the smoothest landing, but I managed to maintain control and get the plane down safely. That's what matters. Back on the ground, my instructor congratulates me. You handled that well, he says. Remember that feeling. Remember how you stayed calm and focused under pressure. His words are reassuring. I'm learning, growing more confident with every flight. There will be more challenges ahead, I know that, but I'm ready to face them head on. Because every challenge, every obstacle brings me one step closer to my dream. As the sun begins to set, I pack up my gear and head home. I'm exhausted but exhilarated. It's been a long day, full of ups and downs, but I wouldn't trade it for anything. The journey to becoming a pilot is one of constant learning and self-improvement. It's about pushing your limits, facing your fears, and never giving up on your dreams. This is just a glimpse into the life of a student pilot. A day filled with challenges, triumphs, and the constant pursuit of knowledge. The path ahead is long, but the reward is immeasurable. The chance to experience the world from a different perspective, to feel the freedom of flight, to turn a dream into reality, it's a journey worth taking. What about you? Have you ever dreamed of flying? Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below, and stay tuned for more insights into the fascinating world of aviation.